Nintendo!
Hey everyone, welcome back with a Beano Mac, where today we're going to continue our playthrough of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. We're going to do a classic mode with Link. The reason for that is I'm trying to unlock as many characters as I can, so I'm going to try and do All-Star if it's possible before doing the Subspace Emissary and stuff like that. And according to this website here, I just need to unlock Ganondorf here, and to do that I need to complete classic mode on hard with Zelda and or Link. And well, I'm not a particular fan of either one. I can tell you Zelda was probably like one of the most unfun characters to play as in these early games, in my opinion. Sheik wasn't bad, but still I think I like Link a lot more than Sheik. And it's not because, Zelda's a girl, because, I mean, technically he transforms into, like, a man when she turns into Sheik. It's just, I don't know, I think Link is just a decent mix of speed and strength and stuff like that. He's pretty average. Plus, I like his Dark Link outfit, which I think it's just, the fact that they included that in this game and stuff like that, it's just so cool. I was always very, very disappointed that we had that event in Melee, where even though it's just like a dark silhouette of like Link and stuff like that, but very disappointed we never got like an outfit of that for free play. Alright then. Yeah, the giant characters have really, really weird hitboxes when it comes to like the blast zone and stuff like that. Oh jeez, alright. Pikachu's kind of giving me the business here. He's alright. 40%. But that said, I mean, these games are always very, very, very lenient. Like Melee, they are usually like the really hard challenges for like the expert pro players and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's like, yeah, you have to beat it on hard, but you get to have as many continues as you want or whatever. Hopefully I don't have to continue, because that's embarrassing. I hate when I have to do that, but hey, I mean, whatever. This is like I said, I'm a casual player. I play for the casualness of it. I like to casually have fun. Oh man, I hate fighting on this damn stage. It's so damn big. Well, like it wasn't the biggest deal, because he's like the strongest character in the game almost, but Link doesn't really have the ability to send people off the map with like one hit. But I will say, they are flying a lot easier than I thought. Because usually, technically I think this would be normal mode in like Melee. Because I think in Melee it was very easy, normal, hard, and like very hard or something like that. Maybe it was intense, I forget. But this game kind of did it weird. And it's like, is that guy just stunting on me? But anyway, like I think Melee, for some reason in Brawl, like normal mode is really supposed to be easy mode. And I don't know, like the unfortunate issue with these games, I think, especially with Brawl, I kind of noticed is like the easier difficulties, it'll be stupidly easy. They won't even attack you, they'll just run around and stuff like that. They'll make you look like an idiot if you lose to them. And then on like the higher difficulties, it starts out that way, but unfortunately, then like the difficulty spike gets so crazy that like it's just it gets frustrating. I just kind of wish that it would be like the consistency throughout the whole thing. Is my issue. And I feel like that this game in particular didn't quite get that down. And also, I gotta say, I think I've complained about it, and God. I don't know why I turned around, but I don't even know how I did, because I'm pretty sure I didn't even look in that direction, press the button in that direction, but whatever, But yeah, they actually bring up my point of what I was about to say, is that the controls, really, I don't know if it's on an emulator and that's the issue or what, but it just feels like the controls for these older Smash games are just not as smooth as I remember. Like Ultimate, you go in there, it's smooth as butter. Pretty much any move you want to do, you're gonna do it. easy as pie, but like something about like, you know, the timing you have to do to like press and hold, you know, the A button and the D-pad together. It's like, I don't know, like I'll try and hold it sometimes and I'll just do like a quick strike or something like that, and it's very frustrating. And it's a lot better in Brawl than it was in Melee, and it was a lot better in Melee than it was in 64. And honestly, you know, it's just how it works for, you know, games, older games. Obviously, you know, they're gonna be worse control wise for the most part. But you know, even like some games like, you know, Tekken, you know, pretty much any fighting game, honestly, you know, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, they're very smooth when I go back and play this, with them. But I'm starting to think that like it's just not the case when it comes to the Smash Bros series. I'm sure it's probably pretty good in Smash for Wii U and 3DS and stuff like that, but I don't know. Like, you guys let me know if you've experienced that in your lifetime. Because I mean, there's definitely been other games where I played where like you have the idea of it being like better than what it actually is, and you know, the controls are a lot smoother. You know, you remember them being a lot smoother than what they actually are and stuff like that. I don't know. Even like, it's not like this is a game where I haven't played it like recently or anything like that. I mean, like the last time I played it was like, well, I guess, you know, 6 or 7 years ago. Actually, is a long time now I think about it. So never mind. But still, it's just causing a few issues for me whenever it comes to me trying to do moves that I want to do and not being able to do it. Forget, I thought it was Melee, in which is the one where like you could toss people off, you know, the metal characters off, and they can't really say anything about it because they'll just drop. But like, I don't think that was the case, but it doesn't look like it's the case in Brawl. But I remember one of these games, it was where you just grab someone, you throw them in the end when they're in metal form, and like they just can't do nothing. They just drop it down. Damn, yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. I also remember there just being a lot more mystique at this time. Like, I remember back around this time is like, even like, once again, to bring up Mortal Kombat, just because how, you know, it's just, you know, it fits pretty much all categories in which I think of, you know, these series as well, you know, all the topics I'm bringing them up. Yeah, I can't even talk. I'm bringing up Mortal Kombat because it keeps fitting the topics I'm trying to bring up in these categories, you know, as another example. But, you know, I remember things were a lot more mysterious at this time, you know, like I thought it was cool. I remember when like back in Melee you couldn't play as Zero Suit Samus and stuff like that. You know, it was just like so cool and awesome that you had that opportunity now. Like it was like a, oh fuck you. Wait, I can make it. You didn't make it. Shit. God damn it. That honestly, that irritates me. But you know, like even like it kind of helps you appreciate what we had at the time. You know, 35 characters, that for Smash, that was a lot. Then, you know, Wii U came, and you know, that was a pretty sizable roster in of itself. And you know, I remember thinking, you know, hey, this can't get any better. And then we had Ultimate with like, I think 75 or something like characters like that in the roster. Like that was insane. So it makes you wonder, like, if Ultimate, you know, like, if they're going to come out with a sequel and stuff like that, which, I mean, Smash is one of the most successful Nintendo series of all time. It's got to have a sequel at some point. You can't just, or maybe there might even be the chance where we'll get, like, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Deluxe or something like that. Kind of like how they had Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch, and we'll get that for the Switch 2 or something like that. But I don't know. I think Sakurai's kind of said that, you know, he doesn't want to come back and all this other stuff. I'm not 100% sure, but he might have even been retired, but I can't remember because I don't really follow the guy on you know, YouTube or anything like that. But I know he was like on YouTube for a while, and I thought, you know, he's pretty much like said, yeah, you know, I like creating the Smash games, but I think like ever since like Brawl, he was kind of just like every game he was saying, yeah, I don't really want to make another one really. It's just, you know, Nintendo makes me want to have to do these because of it and all this other stuff. And I don't know, it makes you wonder, you know, what the next Smash game is going to look like. If it's going to be made by Sakurai, if not, who's going to make it? Are they going to be able to get as many licenses? I think people exaggerate a little bit of like, you know, oh, it's Sakurai, so only certain people give him the specific characters because they know he'll do right by them. I think that the developers, if they want to, they're going to give them the chance to have these characters in Smash and stuff like that, you know, especially, you know, with Steam franchises and stuff like that. I can see guys like Snake not coming back and stuff like that because it sounds like, you know, the developer from Metal Gear Solid and, you know, Sakurai were kind of good friends. You know, he personally asked Sakurai to put Snake in the game and stuff like that. But I think people are kind of crazy to think, like, you know, characters like Sonic or Pac-Man or anybody like that is not going to come back. Mega Man's another good example. They just fit in, even though they're not Nintendo characters, I think they just fit into Smash so well. But that said, also, you know, I don't have an issue with crossover characters, but man, I think Smash kind of got a little too much with it, in my opinion, in certain cases. Like, once again, if it's gaming history, I think it's a lot of characters do fit well. Solid Snake, for example, fits surprisingly well, but I think there's other ones, and especially, you know, with making the characters where they kind of make them so gimmicky. They fit to a degree, but also I just kind of wish they played like normal characters, you know, like Ryu and Ken from Street Fighter, you know, aren't really my favorite to have in the series. Kazuya feels awkward to have in the games and stuff like that. The Kingdom Hearts guy, Sora, you know, he seems like he would have been a good fit, but I don't know. Then again, I'm not a Kingdom Hearts fan, so he doesn't really appeal to me personally. But, you know, once again, I think there still are, you know, new characters that I think fit so well into the series as a whole. You know, I think Simon, you know, the Belmonts feel like, you know, real Smash characters and fit very well. But I also just kind of hate the idea, like, that some people think it's like the crossover game of, you know, like fighting games and stuff like that. In the sense of like non-Nintendo, I should say. Because, you know, once again, I think if they fit, you know, that Nintendo-ish aesthetic, I like having them in and stuff like that, but jeez, alright, let's see if I can make it. Son of a bitch. How am I supposed to get that? I probably should have went around. Anyway, so yeah, as I was saying, you know, I don't know. I think that they kind of get a little too crazy sometimes with the characters that people want in this game and stuff like that. And to me, like, Smash is just, it's always going to be a Nintendo kind of game, in my opinion. But, you know, like I said, if they fit, put them in there as a crossover. I like it. As a man once said, if the glove fits, you must equip. But I don't know. I think in Ultimate, there's so many great characters I love, but I just think that it kind of got a little too crazy with, like, you know, so many characters. They had to come up with, like, very crazy gimmicks for characters. Seemingly starting in, like, you know, Smash for Wii U with, like, guys like Robin and stuff like that, and Shulk, where it just seems like, you know, they had to they don't even feel like normal characters, you know. But once again, I mean, they're not for me and stuff like that, but, you know, I think there's still so many great characters that are just very simple that they came out with in Ultimate. You know, I loved playing as Byleth in Smash. You know, I think that was back when everybody first thought her name was Bayleth, or his name, you know, depending on what gender you pick. And, you know, I think that he, whatever the hell, is a very fun character to play as. And, you know, I think King K. Rool, you know, he's not my favorite, but he seems to fit in very well. Ridley seems to fit in very well, that whole ordeal. But once again, I mean, that's just my opinion, you know. Honestly, people, you know, they have very vastly different opinions on that kind of stuff. Something, though, like, I wish they would come out with would be like a... I don't think obviously don't call it Super Smash Bros. Or anything like that, but like a crossover Nintendo thing for like either Nintendo, you know, like Nintendo Kart, or you know, Nintendo Party, in which, you know, it's like a Mario Party and Mario Kart stuff, but, you know, with a variety of different Nintendo characters. And I just think that if they were to do something like that, you know, I guess theoretically, you know, they're not at a point in which they need to kind of like revive those series. They're doing very well for themselves, but I think that it's something that they could have tried during, you know, the Wii U era, when, like, creativity seemed to be at an all-time low. And I know there's people that are thinking, you know, especially in the Nintendo Reddit, I mean, geez, those people, some of the most stern, like, oh, I hate crossovers kind of people I've ever met in my life. You know, and I'm sure as hell not the first person to suggest like a Nintendo cart or a you know, Nintendo party or something like that. But I just think of like all the possibilities. Like people like they have it in the idea. I hate people who like don't think about the possibilities of things. Like if it's a reboot or a sequel or a prequel or whatever. Like so many people have it in their minds that it just has to inherently be worse than what the original idea was. And yes, there's a lot of things in media that have been, you know, remade, sequels, reboots, you know, freaking crossovers and stuff like that. They're just lazy, terrible ideas and stuff like that. And I can understand why people have the idea, the reaction of this is a lazy idea type thing. But like, if you were creative with the idea, that doesn't make it an automatically bad thing. You get what I mean? You got to think of the possibilities, and I think there's a lot of great possibilities for a Nintendo cart and a, you know, Nintendo party. But I'm gonna have to go over that in another video in the future, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out next week's episode on Nintendo Tuesday. But above all else, please remember to have a nice day.
Congratulations!